I want to talk about what are, I guess, one of the worst things that I feel about the DC plane crash is. So for the victims, I feel like one of the things that I find to be really sad is that I feel like they were tricked because they were on a plane for 2.5 hours, and they basically, had the impression that they were going to be going to DC and landing. However, they basically had to sit and wait for their death. That's just super duper crazy. You're sitting and waiting to die, basically. That's the part I can't get over. Because it's like you're fooled. You would have, I guess, if we're to say, when would you rather know that things are going wrong is at the beginning of the flight, during takeoff, rather than during landing, after you had spent all that time in the air, and you think that you're relieved because you guys see you're approaching DC, so you are like, oh, we're here. So you're getting excited on the inside, and you might even be reaching out to your family members and like, oh yeah, we're about to land, or so you think you're about to land, not knowing what's ahead and the tragedy that is to occur. Yeah, that's the part that's really, really sad in my opinion. And yeah, it's very, very tragic too, because it's like when you think about it, they had to also watch each other pass away. They all are seeing things happen to each other, and it's the most tragic thing to watch if you're actually in that situation. And hopefully, none of us have to face anything like that. But yeah, like first, it's like they had to watch each other die. Then it seems like they all basically, once they collided with the helicopter, that created like a fire. So you see like something like that. So now we got people on fire. And then the plane goes down immediately. So now they're hitting freezing ice cold water, and there's no telling what the debris or whatever parts hit them hard during the crash. So they, or if they lost parts immediately, and like, or if their arm is thrown this way, or it's just all tragic. Just thinking about all the stuff that had to have occurred, that's the part that gets me. And then for the person who possibly made it through without getting through that drowned. Or maybe it's possible that we had a few people come up on the water for those who could swim, and then you're waiting for someone. You're shivering, cold, freezing. Yeah, DC's cold. Imagine being in the water, and then you're waiting for help. And you almost make it. Maybe you are in one piece. You was the lucky one who was, and then they don't. The rescue people don't arrive in time. So now like you would have made it, but you don't make it because it's taking them 10 minutes to get there, and now you're literally like, you fall under because you're already in a tragic state of panic where, for the person that can remember how to swim, and now they're just freezing cold, and then someone else is going under, so they possibly pull another person under, like, help me, I can't swim. Like, come on. Because they know that person can swim. You never know all the craziness that was going on. And then, you might have had that one person. It's interesting how nobody survived, because if they did, I'm sure we had that person who had the special waterproof iPhone. If they made it in the water, right? If they made it in the water, and that iPhone was working, you know how you could put that new iPhone in the water and it still works? Hopefully they had that little good necklace where it could still hang on them. Then you tell your family, like whatever is going on. I'm alive during the crash still, but I'm freezing to death. Then they'll know that person kind of made it to that point. But it seems like nobody even made it to that point from the looks of things, because Now with the technology we have, people like to film things and show what's going on, or message people to let people know what's going on. But it seems like during the crash, I don't know if they captured anybody's phones to see if anybody captured anything from the inside. That would be interesting to see if someone somehow captured what was going on the inside of the planes. I think they should start putting cameras on the inside of the plane so they can see even more stuff going on. I think that would be super duper helpful. But to me, yeah, that was the most tragedy, to have to find out. It was super tragic. And yeah, I hope the families and everybody is able to get through this tough time. This has been a really rough year, especially after all that. It's been really rough. And I'm hoping that there's no more bad incidents, but from where it's just we're still in January and it's been so many events already. It's crazy what could be coming up, and hopefully nothing this bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe.